Hi guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you the basics of fishing in New World. So as you're starting up, as you're leveling up, around 8 or 9 you start getting settlement quests, and one of those quests can be to fish. So the first thing you want to do is, depending on where you start in the game, you want to come to your, well, it'll show you on the map where to go for the quest initially, but I am currently in World and I'm around this lake here near the settlement. So basically I spoke to this gentleman over here, this lovely man Michael Shields, and he gave me a fishing rod. But once you have the fishing rod, it goes in your bag. You have to equip it now into your tools, and then if you press F3 it will get out your fishing rod. So I've got some bait on mine, but you can use the R menu and change your bait. I managed to pick up some, so I just chucked it on. Apparently I didn't. Let's just chuck some on. So essentially what the bait does is increases the chances of capturing better fish. So let's equip that bait to see what happens. So F3, you got your rod out, you buy a bit of water, chilling out, then you hold down the left click on your mouse and wait. Essentially, it doesn't usually take long, maybe like 10 seconds, and then what will happen is it'll say get ready, and then you've got to click really fast. If you don't click within that time, you lose it. And at this point is when you're reeling the fish in. So I'm holding down my left click, but we don't want to visibly make the boat stretch too much. So you can see the movement there. It's going green to orange, and then if I carried on, that would then go to red. If I go to red for too long, it will break my rod. So a mistake a lot of people make, I think, is just holding down the reeling and it just breaks instantly. So let's try that again, and hopefully that makes sense. So let's reel out quite far this time. And the further you reel out as well, the further you have to pull in, meaning there's diminishing returns on the reeling. So as I'm pulling back here, to begin with, the first one's nice and easy. In fact, I'm almost capturing this fish in one go. You see the red? If I would have carried on, then it would have snapped my rope. There we are. So I managed to do that in 2 singular pulls. But the bigger the fish is, the harder it is to pull it, to the point that sometimes you may have to reset that counter when you're pulling in and pulling the slack off the fishing rod, maybe 5-6 times just for a single fish. Let's see if we can get something big just to show an example of that. So that's the maximum throw, 12 feet deep. Let's hope we get something nice and big, and then perhaps I can show you what I was just trying to explain there. So let's pull that in. Again, this is relatively easy. There's only 2 pulls on this one. Okay, here we are. So this is getting a lot harder now. As I pull it in, you see it's not really moving as much, and I'm having to do multiple reels just to get it over the line. We've got to be really careful here. So there is a very tiny amount of skill required for this, for fishing in New World, but it's enjoyable. I like the way they've implemented it, and yeah, I don't actually know if I can make any money off fish yet, but for the quest at least, it's done. So I hope that helped you, and please subscribe for more if it helps you. Cheers, take care guys. Also, if you have any tips, chuck them down in the comments. Take care, bye bye.